You're on the air with Rampage Rewind, and you hear the music. It has to mean only one thing. The arrival of the Marvelous One. One of the most flamboyant characters in Rampage Pro Wrestling history. And underneath all that colorful awesomeness, I guess you could say, certainly a great wrestler.
But not a tremendously awesome night for them last time we saw them. They were in the ring in a Mega Rumble opportunity to face the NWA World Heavyweight Champion, and a Ninja eliminated both of them. That Ninja turned out to be an athlete we now know as Jesco Blue.
Yes. And speaking of blue, they seem to be coordinating their colors here these days. Not sure which one is Papa Smurf and which one is Smurfette, but we're waiting for the arrival now of their opponents. And Anthony Andrews, adorable as he calls himself, with his self-proclaimed undefeated trophy, all lavished in pink, and here he comes, Officer Chris Jacobs.
And his opponent, he is from Warner Robins, Georgia, weighing in at 200 pounds, Officer Chris Jacobs.
And we've seen Officer Chris Jacobs in his relationship with this man, Marvelous Michael Stevens, a man who actually got him trained, helped him work out a lot in the interim when he first came into Rampage. Just turned his back not only on Chris Jacobs with the fans, the singles competition here with Marvelous Michael Stevens, but adorable Anthony Andrews not leaving the ringside and distracting Chris Jacobs, and now being attacked from behind by the Marvelous One, and now pounding away at Officer Chris Jacobs. And now on the ropes, Officer Chris Jacobs, and I don't know what got into the mind of this man, Michael Stevens, once a fan favorite, just all of a sudden BFFs with this Anthony Andrews.
Yes, and that's a little bit scary, in fact, as you think about it. But, don't ask, don't tell, right?
I guess that's what they say about that. And you see, giving the referee Stan Robinson quite a hard time, remind the fans that we return here for the New Year's at Johnny G's Fun Center, Warner Robins, Georgia, Russell Parkway, on Sunday, January the 8th. Make plans to be with us, bring the whole family for a New Year's edition of Rampage Pro Wrestling, the first event of the year. We wish all the fans a very happy holiday season, whatever holiday you celebrate, Christmas, Kwanzaa, Hanukkah, whatever it is. We certainly respect everyone's holidays and hope that you have a good one with you and your family.
Very much so.
Now on the ropes, Marvelous Michael Stevens now choking. Referee will call for a break. And notice how close Anthony Andrews is with that sucker punch there from the floor. He's never far away. When you see one, you see the other, and that makes them dangerous, that's for sure.
Very much so there. Marvelous Michael Stevens showing a lot of intensity in this particular match. Frequently, we've noticed Marv and Andrews, the adorable one himself, not necessarily taking everything seriously, but I think recently Officer Chris Jacobs, Drew Adler, and more recently Jesco Blue, having arrived, have been embarrassing them a bit, and nobody likes to be embarrassed.
No, that's for sure. Now elbow there by Chris Jacobs, trying to retaliate, cut off with a knee by Marvelous Michael Stevens. It's funny how Anthony Andrews should always get the fans riled up. No big fan favorite is he or Marv at this point. And again, choking on the ropes, and when you choke a man, obviously that is an illegal move. And the referee will call for a break. He only has a 5 count to break that. A scoop slam there by Marvelous Michael Stevens. And signifying that the fans are going to be grateful to him for doing that. Covers him now with a nonchalant cover, and I knew that wouldn't do it. Chris Jacobs has much more fight than that in him. Now a boot by Jacobs, showed him now fighting back, and again an elbow by the aggressive Marvelous Michael Stevens. A little dance. I don't see as much dancing from him as we used to.
Well, right there, just a hard kick to the face. A little bit of savagery there by Marvelous Michael Stevens, showing all of us that what we've known in the past, and that is that he is an excellent professional wrestler, one of the more talented men in Rampage Pro Wrestling. In fact, I think he's been his own worst enemy. Big clothesline there, though, by Officer Chris Jacobs. Swinging lariat kick right there, takes him off his feet. Drop kick, beautifully executed.
Went up high on that drop kick, and now Jacobs is like, get up. And he's up in a high knee lift, and we've seen him working out with Mr. Wrestling number 2 in the past. And you know, the knee lift won a lot of matches for Mr. Wrestling number 2 back in the day.
looks like he's still got a way to go to catch up with Wrestling 2 in terms of the impact and the immediacy of that move. Of course, nobody can be an expert at something they're just starting. Ooh.
Well, when 2 hit you with the knee, you didn't get up.
Well, actually, this may be all over right here.
And that's it. 1, 2, 3, and there's the winner. Marvelous Michael Stevens. Great showing by Chris
And it's
Jacobs.
not ending right now.
Being double teamed now. Anthony Andrews not supposed to be in this match. Coming in now, putting the boots. And here comes Drew Adler, former friend and partner of Marv.
Winner of the match.
Coming out and saving
Marvelous Michael Stevens.
Chris Jacobs. The winner is Marvelous Michael Stevens. Like him or not, a tough customer. And I don't like his tactics, and I certainly don't like his association with Anthony Andrews.
And also, I've got a question. We saw the debut. I had heard that Jesco Blue had been cleared to wrestle, has actually been confirmed, and he was going to be appearing. So I guess we never know when Jesco Blue may show up, much as when he was in the crowd as a fan.
We'll have more Rampage Rewind coming up.
This is Davey Richards, Ring of Honor champion. I'm here, and you're watching NWA Rampage Pro Wrestling on Fox 24.